What's up, guys? I'm on Lake Tahoe with Brian. He's from New Mexico, down here on vacation. We're out for 4 hours this morning. It's Memorial Day. The video will be out after Memorial Day, but it's Memorial Day. Thanks to all those that served. I know it's not Veterans Day, but thanks to everybody that served, period. Including Brian, you're in the Army, right?
Yes.
I have a lot of relatives that are in the military also. But there's a shad spawn going on. We're on a big shell bed. There are literally shad all over the place. I caught them really good yesterday, but my cameras were at home. I'm throwing the dual pitch from 13 that you guys have seen on some of my videos. I got him throwing a dual prop bait. They're on a little bit more of a prop bait bite right now, or they have been. I wish I would have filmed yesterday because we caught a whole bunch out here. The conditions are actually better today. It's real early in the morning. I don't even think it's 6:30 yet, but I think we're gonna catch a bunch. We had a double yesterday, which I'll throw that picture up. Caught one on the front hook, one on the back hook. Nothing real big, lots of good chunks. Got a lot of bugs flying around, but we're gonna be out here, see how many we can catch in 4 hours, so stick with us. Catch one now. Boom. There's a whole bunch of fish sitting right over here. They're just thinking about coming up. Oh, there's one. Finally. He's running straight at the boat. Where's he going? Little guy. Oh, he came off. Yeah. There's so many shad out here. It is incredible. It's almost like there's too much bait. I might give you a walking bait too. There's our first one in the boat. Actually, oh jeez. Fish are crazy. There's shad everywhere. I don't know if I've ever seen this much shad stacked up like this, and they're big shad. There might be too much bait. Everywhere. Jesus. If you see that, reel in as fast as you can and just throw back on because they're all back there. There was a couple good ones in there, wasn't there? Oh, got him? No. That bigger bait might be the deal. That was a pretty good fish, wasn't it?
Wasn't small.
Oh. Oh, did he miss it? Yep, he missed it. At least they're eating that thing. Dude, I have kept my mouth shut as long as I can. You have got.
Trying to cut in front of your fish.
What's that?
I'm sorry if you think I am. I apologize.
I mean, you're just like right on top of me every day out here.
Buddy, I've been coming out here before you were.
Oh, there's no way. I remember the day I was out here and you idled past me and GPS the damn spot.
Buddy, I'll stay away as far as you can. I've never GPS this spot.
Jesus.
Down here, I've never done that. I would never do that. You make a living. I would never try to mess your boat.
Well, yeah, I mean, half the time you can always land a lure right in my boat.
Your boat. I'm on the other side of the fish. I'd never throw into your fish.
All right. Jesus.
How far am I? Am I far enough now away from you?
I mean, it would be nice if we couldn't cast into each other's boat.
Buddy, I'm sorry to think that. That was not the intent. Not my
Okay.
issue at all. And I'll make sure I stay very far away from
I mean, I don't own the lake. It's just.
I said I'm sorry if you
Okay.
think that's wrong. That's not what my intent was. I don't know what else to tell you.
Before I was out here. That's some shit. Didn't GPS my shit. I've been doing this. I've done like. Got him? That sounded like a good one. Ooh.
Yeah, not bad.
Be easy with him when he gets up here.
Oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah.
All those hooks right in his mouth. Finally. Oh crap, Chuck. Dude, he's hooked in such a weird spot.
Yeah.
Got your bag.
That may be my PB.
Yeah. Dude, I got this all up in your bag and everything.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, fish is in the boat.
Yeah.
That's what counts.
Come on, Chuck. There we go. Nice fish. With all the drama.
Yeah. Not as heavy
Big old
as...
head one. Yeah, big head. Not much body. I'll put my talons back down. He crushed it though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
You want a picture of him?
Yeah.
That fish could weigh 5 if he had a belly. Can't believe that guy stayed in GPS my spot. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. Got it. He's probably 4-ish.
Yeah.
Just no belly on him. All post spawn. There's so much bait out here. The shad have been about this big, and today for some reason they're this big. They're definitely spawning or doing something. Then we're not getting very many bites yet. I put them a bigger walking bait on and finally caught one. We've had a few blow-ups. I did a horrible job landing that fish. Now it's all hooked up in his backpack, so I got to work on that, but we're going to get right back at it. You know what's funny? Whoop. There's one of that worm. Fish are crazy, aren't they? Dude, that fish hit so hard and did a cartwheel. So much bait out here. Big shad, like I said. And we're not really getting a lot of bites on top water, even though they're blowing up right here in front of the boat. I think there's too much bait. So I put on a worm and I missed 2 now. But I feel like there's a million bass out here, but there's 10 billion shad. And it's like throwing a needle into a stack of needles, you know? We're just not getting a lot of bites. I put him on a bigger walking bait and he caught that 4-pounder. But It was getting a little crowded over here, but I thinned that out by losing my cool a little bit. That's not a big deal. We will catch them somehow. Oh, there we go. We got one. All right,
That's good fish.
Another one on top water.
That was grass.
Bigger the top water bait, the more dangerous it is. Only our third fish in the boat. I've jumped a couple on a worm. I just gave him, I had that big dual pitch from 13 Fishing. The big one, the big giant one. I think it's called a 108. And I broke it off on a big while back, so I only had one of them. So this is that Berkeley deal. I need to get some more stuff from 13. Dude. Need a picture of them or you good?
Nah, I'm good.
Just want to catch more?
Yep.
I think I just made those fish start schooling. See the little shad that were flying out of the water there? That's the size shad they've been feeding on. Not those big giant mammoth mutant shad that came in out of nowhere all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I'm sure the video didn't pick it up very well, but what's been going on out here, it's May, it's always like almost June. There's a little shad, maybe the size of a half-ounce lipless out here just about every day. And yesterday when I didn't video, they were schooling all over the place on them. Bring Brian out here, tell him all about it. And we get out here today and there's like shad this big in here from, I don't know where they came from. All of a sudden, millions of them. And they really we haven't seen a ton of fish blow up. We've seen a good number of them, but they don't want anything that we're throwing at them really, topwater wise. I caught one, you caught two on topwater, and missed a few. Nothing like it was yesterday. So I picked up the worm, which is not as exciting as topwater, but I'm literally getting a bite on about every other cast. But they're not as big as what was eating the topwater. Whatever you got to do to catch them, though. Get a bite? Yep. There you go. Worm bite. You can land those. I just don't let people mess with the treble hooks. Biting a worm. The most exciting thing you could look at is largemouth bass blowing shad out of the water, and we pick up the most boring lure ever created in the Texas rig worm, and that's what they're biting the best. I'm sure we could catch them on a lipless, but they're biting this worm like crazy. They're biting it so well they're just taking it. They're coming out with all these lures, crazy lures.
Yeah, I tried looking them up the other day, but I ran out of time. I was watching your video the other day.
Cool thing is, what they're doing, I've gotten to know the guys that deal at, got him? Yeah.
Blowing up right behind him.
Haven't had a bite on topwater in a while. Now it's getting hot. Moved a little bit. And he caught one.
They're not blowing at the surface that much.
No.
But it seems
But
like
so
they're definitely off the bottom now.
that what they were doing right there is what they were doing yesterday. Where you'd see them blowing up, you can't really see the bait flying out of the water because it's smaller. And that's when we caught them the best.
I don't remember now, was that 5, 6 for me?
Yeah, somewhere around in there. Feels like it should be more though, doesn't it? Whoa!
Oh, that's cool.
That was a good one.
Oh, you killed that.
We only thought the topwater bite was done. Ain't bad fish. Not a bad one. Not a big one, but not a bad one. He smoked it though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
2-pounder. We spooked the shad and made him bite.
Yeah, it's almost like we were sitting on top of him, casting out.
God dang. Oh, ah, I just got nailed on that lipless. There he is. So this is something they do out here a lot, and that's why a lot of people don't catch them on lipless on Kissimmee, because they just throw them out and reel them in.
Yeah.
But what this one just did, it's almost like I'm working a shaky head jig too fast. I'm basically ripping it, and then they're hitting it when it hits the bottom. I caught one, a really big one, back in January doing that, and he gut hooked himself. So this is on that new Pro V from 13 Fishing, because they make everything now. 13's coming out with their own bass boat here next. No, I'm just kidding. They're not. This is a big 3/4 ounce Pro V lipless, and I'm ripping this thing off the bottom. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Bright sun. It's not quite 150 degrees yet. More like 85 on that. And they're still schooling. We're chasing schoolers. We're not on a shell bed now. We're literally in about 4 feet of water with a flat sand bottom. All those big shad I was amazed at earlier have all left. And they're on more normal sized shad now. He's still catching them on topwater, because why not? When they're doing this, there's a plethora of baits you can catch them on. Like, we could probably catch them on a jerk bait. We could probably catch them on some sort of casting spoon. Lipless. Couldn't get them to bite that crankbait. It's a real aggressive wobble. It's just not the right application for it. And I had it on too heavy a line and it wasn't really diving. But we've caught them on a worm. A lot of bites on a worm. A big giant walking bait from Berkeley. I lost my one for 13. A big one broke it off a while back. And I don't have another one yet. One on the lipless. I actually got 2 bites on that cast. What else? And on that prop bait. I think that's it, isn't it? And I caught a couple on the dual pitch from 13. Oh!
Oh, he caught that one on the crank. Jeez, I was about to crank him.
That's crazy. Well, that's another way to catch them on topwater. That was right at the boat.
Yeah.
They are being nice to you. We're gonna end up putting together a decent day. We're just having to work at it a little harder than yesterday. £1.5. He was cranking that thing in and it hit it right at the boat. We were literally out in the middle of nothing. See, now they're back on that prop bait. They don't want the big walking bait.
Yeah,
We've been out here a little over 4 hours. It's it's getting hot and uncomfortable. We have no wind. Kind of a carbon copy day of yesterday. It was a weird deal this morning with all those shad. Like I said a bunch of times, I'm sure. There's a bunch of bait in this grass line. We're just not catching them. I just had something bite me off on a worm. I'm not gonna put that in the video, obviously. But we had a decent day. We caught like 15, chasing those fish around, chasing those bass around that were chasing the big shad spawn that was going on. No idea where those big giant shad came from. But we had an okay day. Brian caught one a little over 4 pounds. Could have been bigger, but it was real skinny. 5-pound head, 4-pound body. Top water. I'm sure we could have caught, because they were biting so weird and there was so much bait, I'm sure we could have caught them better throwing that worm the whole time. But who wants to throw a worm when they're blowing up on the surface? We also fished a brush pile, but we didn't get a bite on that. I don't know, it's just super hot and calm. A little bit of wind would have probably made them bite a little bit better, but we had a good time. And I know the sun is right here and you probably can't see real well, but this is the way we're going and I'm not turning the boat around. But thanks for watching. I haven't done a giveaway. I kind of forgot the May giveaway. So I'm gonna give away something in this video because it's almost June. Not as big a giveaway as last month, or I guess my April giveaway, where I gave away 2 rods from 13 Fishing, but I'm gonna give away 2 big old giant bags of the DOA 8-inch CALs, trick worm style deals. Let me know what colors you want. I'm gonna pick a random person. Just comment on, you gotta comment on this video. Give it a like and comment on it. And I'll pick one person that commented on this video and you're gonna get, it's probably like 15 pounds of DOA 8-inch CALs, which is a trick worm. My favorite color is black with blue flakes. I also like the black and grape or black and purple. But go on their website, doalures.com. Whoever wins this, let me know what 2 colors you want and I'll get you 2 big bags of them. Ship them straight to you. So just write pick me, love your videos. Write something like you make the best videos on YouTube. Maybe not, you don't have to write that. But thanks for watching. Got anything to say?
I had a great time.
Had a great time. We'll see you next time.